Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to Ganesh IAS Academy's answer key discussion for UPSC Prelims 2024. I hope you all have done the examination well. Let us discuss the key for environment section. The first question that we are going to see here is question 80 from series D. Okay, consider the following statements. Statement 1 is Indian flying fox is placed under vermin category in Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Is that a correct statement? See the statement 2 also. Indian flying fox feeds on blood of other animals. Now let us go to the discussion and then come answer this question. Indian flying fox maintains frugivorous diet, which means it feeds on fruits, supplementing it with insects as well as flowers containing juice and nectar. So when it is a frugivorous animal, the second statement cannot be true. That is, Indian flying fox feeds on the blood of other animal. You can arrive at answer for this particular question. So if the second statement is wrong, then the obvious answer would be answer C only. That is because statement 1 will be correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Okay. Let us also understand more about Indian flying fox. That Indian flying fox is one of the largest bat variety. Actually, a question based on what is Indian flying fox was asked in one of the previous year UPSC prelims exam. And this species is often regarded as a vermin, that is because of its destructive tendency towards fruit farms. That is the reason why it is considered a vermin under Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. So first statement is correct, but then the second statement is wrong. So the answer here is option C for question 80 from series D. So this is how it looks, Indian flying fox. The next question is question 79. Consider the following plants: groundnut, horse gram, and soya bean. How many of the above belong to pea family? So they are asking how many of these questions belong to pea family. Okay, so this pea family is called as Fabaceae. Okay, Fabaceae. So Fabaceae, also called as pea family, consists of more than 700 genera and about 20,000 species of trees, shrubs, vines, and herbs. Okay, and then the most important commercial species include soybean, garden peas, and peanuts, that is groundnut. So groundnut is here, soybean is here. What about horse gram? Horse gram also belongs to Fabaceae family only, but it is a lesser known legume which is coming under this family. Okay, so that is where they have kept it tricky. Okay, so the answer to this is all three: groundnut, horse gram, and soybean. All three belongs to Fabaceae family, that is pea family. Okay, the next question is question 78. Consider the following: carabid beetles, centipedes, flies, termites, and wasps. The question is, parasitoid species are found in how many of the above kind of organisms? So here we need to understand what is parasitoid species. So this has become a trend in UPSC prelims examination, in particular the environment section. They are continuously asking some special terms. Okay, so this year it is parasitoid species. So what are parasitoid species? Parasitoids are organisms that lay their eggs on the host or inside another organism, that is the host, and when the egg hatches, the larvae will come out, right? So the larvae that hatches from these eggs ultimately kill and consume the host itself when they develop. This kind of habit, behavior is called as parasitoid behavior. Okay, parasitoid adaptation. So this relationship is characteristic of certain wasps, flies, and some other insects like beetles. Okay, so it is very clear that carabid beetles will be having parasitoid behavior, also flies and wasps. What about centipedes? Centipedes and termites are not parasitoid. Okay, so the answer to this question is only three. That is carabid beetles, flies, and wasps. Only they exhibit this parasitoid function. Okay, I hope it is clear. Centipede and termites are not parasitoid in nature. So if you see here, several genera of carabid beetles are parasitoid, and then there is a fly called as tachinid fly, which is going to exhibit parasitoid condition, and then there is also parasitoid wasps that are present. The next question that we are going to discuss is question number 77 from series D. With reference to perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl substances that are used in making many consumer products, consider the following statements. So what are these PFAS, that is perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl substances? So let us discuss the statements. PFAS are found to be widespread in drinking water, food, and food packaging materials. Yes, this is a correct statement. PFAS are not easily degradable in environment. That is also a correct statement. And this persistent exposure to these PFAS can lead to bioaccumulation in animal bodies. That is also a correct statement. That is because these PFAS are chemicals that resist grease, oil, and water, and they find many applications. They are widespread in the environment, and they were first used in 1940s and are now in hundreds of products, including stain and water resistant fabrics. There are many fabrics that are stain and water resistant. In all those, they are using PFAS. And then they are also used in carpeting, cleaning products, paints, and firefighting foams. Okay, so they find many applications. So when they have many applications, their residues are there everywhere. So we can find their residues in drinking water, food, and food packaging materials. It is found. Yes, that is a correct statement. And it is not easily degraded. That is because of the structure that it has. Okay, these PFAS molecules have a chain of linked carbon and fluorine atoms. Carbon atoms and fluorine atoms. And because of the carbon-fluorine bond, is one of the strongest. CF bond is one of the strongest bond. Okay, so these chemicals do not degrade easily in the environment. Just because the bond between the carbon and the fluorine atom is very strong, it is not possible for them to get degraded easily, and they stay in environment intact for a long time. Okay, so they are not easily degraded, and those chemicals which are not easily degraded tend to bioaccumulate. Okay, they will not get through the digestive system of humans very easily. They stay inside our body. So that process is called as bioaccumulation process. Okay, so the option answer for that question is all three. The next question is 70th question. Okay, consider the following: cashew, papaya, red sanders. How many of the above trees are actually native to India? Okay, how many of these species are native to India? That is what the question is. So if you see, cashew is not native to India, but it is native to South America. So cashew is ruled out. Next, come to papaya. Papaya is first domesticated in Mesoamerica. Where is Mesoamerica present now? Southern Mexico and Central America. That region is called as Mesoamerica. Okay. And historical accounts from 18th century travelers and botanists suggest that papaya seeds were transported from the Caribbean, that is from Mesoamerica, to Malacca, and from Malacca it has been taken to India. Okay, so from Caribbean to Malacca to India, so it is not native to India. So papaya is also not correct here. And then comes red sanders. Yes, red sanders is a type of sandalwood which is native to India, especially Andhra Pradesh state. Okay, there has been smuggling of these red sanders. Okay, continuously, that is there in news. Okay, maybe that is the reason why they have asked this question. So red sanders is native to India. So the answer for this is only one, that is 3. Okay, next is, consider the following: butterflies, fish, frogs. How many of the above have poisonous species among them? This is a very easy question which can be answered by anyone. Yes, all the 3 will be having poisonous species among those organisms. So if you see the examples, African giant swallowtail, Atala butterfly, and then pipevine swallowtail, all these are butterflies which are poisonous. And then comes fishes, pufferfish, and then spotted trunkfish, they are also poisonous. And then the frog varieties, golden poison dart and dying dart frog. These are frog species that are poisonous. Okay, poisonous. Just examples. So the answer for this is all three. 69th question. Next is 68th question. Which one of the following shows a unique relationship with an insect that has co-evolved with it, and that is only insect that can pollinate this tree? So there is a tree. Along with that tree, there is an insect which has co-evolved with it. Okay, and that is the only insect which can pollinate that particular tree. Which is that tree species? That is what is the question. The answer is fig. You might have seen fig plant. Okay, so this banyan fig tree, also called as Ficus microcarpa. Okay, it has a unique relationship with the wasp. So the insect here is wasp and has co-evolved with it and is the only insect that can pollinate it. So you see this picture, you will understand it better. Fig tree. So this is how it will be. Fig and the wasp. So the answer for that question is fig. Next question, question number 67. Consider the following: battery storage, biomass generator, fuel cell, and rooftop solar photovoltaic units. So the question here is, how many of the above are considered distributed energy resources? So here we need to understand what are distributed energy resources. Distributed energy resources are small scale energy resources that are usually situated near the site of electricity use. So wherever we are going to use electricity, there itself we will be having the resource for the power. Okay, such systems are called as distributed energy resource systems, and the best example for this is rooftop solar power panels and battery storage systems that we have, and they are decentralized systems, unlike the centralized heavy power generation systems like hydropower, thermal power. Okay, they are heavy and centralized, they have to be transmitted from one place to another, but here the transmission is very less. Okay, or it is negligible. Okay, next, this DER system typically use renewable energy sources including small hydro, biomass, biogas, solar power, wind power, and geothermal power, everything in smaller scale. The transmission has to be less and it has to be decentralized, then only it becomes DER system. And it includes fuel cells also, hybrid power systems, and combined heat power systems. Okay, so if you see battery storage, yes, battery storage. Biomass generators, yes, biomass generators. Fuel cell, and rooftop solar photovoltaic units. All of these are parts of distributed energy resources. So the answer for this question is all four. Answer for 67th is all 4D. Next, 65. Consider the following statements. Lions do not have a particular breeding season. Yes, lions do not have a particular breeding season. So unlike many other animals, lions do not have a specific breeding season, and they can reproduce throughout the year, making their reproductive cycle very flexible. Okay, so the first statement is correct. And unlike most other big cats, cheetahs do not roar. This is a unique statement which we have to understand better. So unlike lions, tigers, jaguars, and leopards, which are part of Pantherinae subfamily, which are known for distinct and mighty roars. So lions, tigers, jaguars, and leopards, they all do roar. They have the mighty roar. But then cheetahs are part of Felinae subfamily. Actually, cats, the domestic cats that we have, they also fall under this subfamily only, Felinae. Okay, so their inability to roar is due to difference in the structure of their voice box, that is larynx. Okay, so they actually mew like domestic cats, they don't roar. So this is a correct statement. And then, unlike male lions, male leopards do not proclaim their territory by scent making. Is this a correct statement? No, that is not a correct statement. That is because leopards mark their territory using scent, vocalization, and visual cues. They go scratch the tree nearby. That is the visual cue that they have. Okay, so they do mark their territory with scent also. That is urine, faces, and other things. Okay, so the answer for this question is 1 and 2. That is, lions do not have a particular breeding season. Yes, that is correct. And then, unlike most other big cats, cheetahs do not roar. Yes, that is a correct statement. The next question is, consider the following pairs: country and animal found in its natural habitat. Country is given and the animals found in its natural habitat given. Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? First is Brazil, Indri, Indonesia, elk, Madagascar, bonobo. So here we need to know what these animals are. Indri is one of the largest living lemurs which are found in Madagascar. So it is not correctly matched. Okay, and then bonobo. Bonobo is actually an ape variety. It is one of the 2 species in the genus Pan, along with the common chimpanzee. So chimpanzee and then bonobo. These are the 2 species under the genus Pan. Okay, and they are found in Democratic Republic of Congo. They are confined only to Democratic Republic of Congo. So bonobo, Madagascar. No, it is not Madagascar, but Democratic Republic of Congo. And then elk deer. Elk deer is found in North America, Central and East Asia. They are natively found in North America, Central and East Asia. But what is it matched to? It is matched to Indonesia, which is South Asian country, Southeast Asian country. So here, this is also a wrong statement. So the answer for this question is none. How many of the pairs given are correctly matched? None of them are correctly matched. Okay. Next question is 62nd question. Consider the following statement. Statement 1 is, many chewing gums found in market are considered a source of environmental pollution. So are chewing gums environmental pollution? Yes, they are environmental pollution. That is because of the second statement. What is the second statement? Many chewing gums contain plastic as a gum base. Okay, plastic as the gum base. So most chewing gums are made out of synthetic materials which are harmful to environment, and then most chewing gums base is made from polymers of petrochemicals. Okay, so here both statements 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 explains statement 1. Just because it is containing plastic, it is becoming an environmental pollution. Okay, so the answer for this is A, question 62. The next question is 61. Organisms, cicada, frog hopper, and pond skater. So from the pictures you can understand, this is cicada, this is frog hopper, and this is pond skater. It skates over the pond, over water body. Okay, so the option is insect. Okay, even in one of the previous year questions, such species names were given, and there the answer was birds. They asked bird varieties which has unique names. Similarly, insects which has unique names have been asked this time. Okay, so the answer here is C, insects. The next question is 30th question from series D. According to Environmental Protection Agency, which one of the following is the largest source of sulfur dioxide emission, SO2 emission? So from the website itself, we have taken that the largest source of SO2 in atmosphere is burning of fossil fuels by power plants and other industrial facilities. So the answer is power plant using fossil fuel. That is the largest contributor of sulfur dioxide emission. Okay, so if you see, yes, extracting metal from ore, locomotives, ships, and other vehicles, they are also sources of SO2, but then they are smaller sources. Okay, all these are sources, but then the question is very clear, largest source. So the largest source is power plant using fossil fuels. Option D for question 30. So with this, we are coming to end of environment discussion. All the best to you all.